One of the most common questions people have about communion is this: should children take communion? And depending on your background or even your church experience, you may have different answers, or you may have approached this in different ways or different thoughts about it. So instead of leaning on tradition or preference, y'all are going to do what we should always do. We're going to walk through what scripture tells us about it. When we look at Jesus, we see something very, very clear. In Matthew 19:14, Jesus says, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Y'all, Jesus consistently removed barriers between people and himself. He didn't push children away, he welcomed them. At the same time, scripture also teaches us something important about communion. And we just talked about this in an earlier video. 1 Corinthians 11:28, let a person examine himself. That tells us that communion involves awareness, understanding, and recognizing what it represents. So the question isn't about age. No, the question is about understanding and guidance. Scripture does not give a specific age requirement for communion. It does not say children are absolutely excluded, but it does call for those who participate in communion to approach the table with understanding and reverence. So what do we do with that? Do we block the table? Absolutely not. We have a responsibility, y'all, to disciple toward the table. That means we help our children understand who Jesus is. We teach them what his body and blood represent, and we guide them into how to approach this moment with reverence. And as they begin to understand that, even in simple ways, y'all, we don't just let them go, we walk them into it. We don't protect the table by keeping children away. No, we protect the table by raising children who understand it. And this is important for us as a church because our goal is not just participation, it is formation and transformation. We are helping the next generation grow in their understanding of Jesus, not just simply observe him from the distance. And so when it comes to children in communion, we don't treat it casually and we don't treat it restrictively. We treat it intentionally. We disciple them. And as we come to the table, another question begins to rise. How do we prepare our hearts for the communion moment? Because the table of communion is not just something we come to. No, it's something that we grow into, and it's something that we grow into together.